Stephanie Soldano, and I'm your SI leader for Math 119. Today's video will cover using the distribution property to multiply polynomials. In a situation like this, the first thing I want to do is ask myself, what am I really trying to find? Here, they're asking me to multiply this times everything over here. So the first thing that we can do is use brackets to make sure that we don't get anything, our signs, our numbers, or any of our variables confused. So I'm going to write those in green. T is what we're trying to multiply first because we have to do it step by step. So t times t squared will give us t cubed plus t times 3t, which will give us 3t squared, plus t times 9, which will give us 9t. We're still not done. In order to keep us from getting signs and numbers confused, I'm going to go ahead and write this negative sign in red so that we can see where it's going. And I'm going to write it in between my brackets because I want to make sure to not forget about it. So for right now, we can just think of this 3 as being multiplied by everything here and not worry about the negative. So 3 times t squared will give us 3t squared plus 3 times 3t, which will give us 9t, plus 3 times 9, which will give us 27. Now here's where I always want you to go back and check, and this is why I did this. This negative sign is supposed to be distributed with this 3, but a lot of people forget to do it, and that's why I kept it to do as the next step. So I'm just going to go ahead and distribute this negative to everything in this equation, because I know that negative 3 times t squared is going to give me negative 3t squared. Negative 3 times 3t would give me not a positive 9, but a negative 9t. So then negative 3 times positive 9 would, instead of giving me positive 27, a negative 27. This is where a lot of people make mistakes, so always make sure to double check, and it never hurts. So now that we've gotten this done, we can write everything that we've gotten down out so that we can see what we're really working with here. T cubed plus 3t squared plus 9t minus 3t squared minus 9t minus 27. Now all that's left is to simplify. So I'm going to want to look for my highest variable to write first, well, my variable raised to the highest exponent to write down first, which I see is 3t, or t cubed. So t cubed, I'm just going to go ahead, bring it down, cross it out. Now what's my next highest variable? Variable with an exponent. Well, that's going to be t squared, right? So I'm going to go ahead and circle all my squares so I can look at them. And it looks like I'm having 3t squared and subtracting 3t squared from it. So therefore they cancel out. Don't worry about them. Now I've got t, which is raised to the first power, but in this case everything else has already been eliminated. So 9t minus 9t, again, they cancel out, which leaves me with negative 27. And now we've solved, using the distribution property, the multiplication of polynomials.